$1.25 million prison project in rural Lincoln County is facing some legal hurdles as the proposed site and price tag come under fire. South Dakota News Watch reporter Stu Whitney tonight breaks down the backfire on this prison project.
A major legislative showdown is evolving in Pierre as state lawmakers and Governor Larry Roden debate whether to pass the final funding piece to begin construction on the prison on farmland between Harrisburg and Canton. One of the most pivotal decisions in the saga so far came in the form of a court decision from the Second Judicial Circuit, where Judge Jennifer Mamiga granted the state's motion to dismiss a lawsuit from opponents of the project. That ruling has been appealed to the South Dakota Supreme Court. At a meeting with the Lincoln County Board of Commissioners, neighbors near the site accused the state of not adequately seeking other options closer to the interstate or in corridors that fit with the county's comprehensive plan. State policy analyst Ryan Brunner disputed that assertion, saying that any real estate agent in the state could have found a location, signed up that owner, and then sold it to the state for a commission.